Good morning. I want to proceed to explain that I'm here to actually make politicians in Africa to understand that there's a God in heaven. I've lived from the age of 19 speaking things that I never understood. I was just speaking. I was not even careful of saying maybe they'll prove me to be a liar and so forth. But based on visions and dreams, I was able to foretell what was coming in the future. And today, I'm actually amazed and shocked to see that the things that I was just merely speaking, whilst the other church elders and so forth, they were protesting to say we can't believe in what you are saying because the last prophet was Ellen G. White. When we go further to the scripture Bible study, no. The last prophet is John. God spoke to us through John. And others say the last prophet is Jesus Christ. I'm not here to impose myself as a prophet, but I'm here to testify that what God spoke whilst I was 19 years, it's happening today. I've been speaking about the present Joseph, who was Barack Obama, who actually bared a symbol of a slave. Africans, a black person in America, is actually associated with a slave trade. And I want to say that when I say that Joseph shall rule America, and he shall actually embrace his family to settle on a very fertile land in Goshen. And after that, a new king shall arise, the one who shall not recognize Africa, and the aid shall be stopped, as I explained in my first episode regarding this volume 1 that I wrote. So now, today, I'm proceeding again to explain on the same topic on my second volume, the open letter to President Mwanawasa, which I wrote to warn him about the vision that he was going to crash his throne, meaning his presidency or the terms of office 3 times, and on the 3rd time he's going to die. I won't go to that to that vision. I'll explain it later. But what I want to say in this book, I wrote in addition to my understanding of a Joseph and the donor aid attached to the children of Israel when they were going to slavery. They didn't realize because they were given free food, free ox wagon, free clothes, free money, and they thought everything was well. And today, Africa still pleads to Donald Trump to revisit his decision to cut aid. But I want to say that this was written and you must embrace it and you must take a positive decision. Let me read some certain context in here. I said on page 90 of the Rescue Operation Criminal Trespass, I said, I call him Akan. I'm referring to Chiluba, okay? I call him Akan in reference to what happened to the children of Israel, Africa, today. Akan went against God's directive and stole their cursed thing. In the first volume, the Rescue Operation Airport Trap, I interpreted their cursed thing as donor funds coupled with multi-party democracy, and the call for 3rd term is robbing the Antichrist chance to rule through the open palm government. In this statement, open palm government, I'm referring to the UPND, which has a symbol of an open palm as its party symbol. So I want to say the fact that Chiluba is guilty of stealing and the money he stole is donor funds, because after the sale of companies, the same monies were not accounted for, and Zambia's 80% budget is dependent on donor aids fund due to stolen privatization principles of democracy. When you look at what I'm trying to explain here in this second volume of the Rescue Operation Criminal Trespass, I'm trying to explain to say Africa's dependence on donor aid is a cursed thing. It's the same like Akan, who stole the Babylonian garment and money and hid it under the garment. When you are receiving money from donor countries, don't think that it is help. It is not help. It is actually a highway to economical slavery, which I've been warning even President Kaunda, the first president of Zambia. I thank God because he opened his doors. Among all the presidents that have been interacting with President Kaunda, I've sat down with him, I've ate with him on the same table in his residence, and he has called me for prayers because he understood those visions. And he stepped down from active politics, not because he wanted to, or not because his party wanted to. His party members and his ministers, they were saying, remain in power until you go back to the position of the president. I said, God says your time is over. Do not go for that call. He stepped down in 1999 in accepting God's revelation. I want to say that the Drum magazine, if they can be of use or of help at this particular moment, when President Kaunda came in 1999 here in South Africa, December, on 29th December, he was refused to delegate in the AU, African Union meeting. Then when he was refused, he actually mentioned to say, there's a young man who I don't know in Zambia who told me that I will not do what? I will not succeed in my political career. And this man is Alex Masuka. And from there, that's when he went to America and he announced that he has stepped down because of the visions and revelation that warned him of the impending predicament of economical slavery. I thank God that what I warned Manawasa came to pass. And today we are faced with the donor cut in fulfilled prophecies as a proof that there's a God in heaven.